Welcome back again today, friends. We're doing it all. We're doing it all in this video. You want to do all the things with me. We are going to clean, we are going to organize, we are going to tackle my little messy baby kitchen here. We're doing everything. It's just like, how does this even happen? I don't know. We live here. So right now, I'm going through my collection of mail. So many, such a variety of things. I'm going to show you here in a minute exactly what I got just from this little mail haul. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code LFTable80 to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Again, that's HelloFresh.com and use my code LFTable80. Okay, so such is the mail of Online Lady and Hobby Homesteader and all the things I am. I got, this is a professional baking tool set. We got biscuit cutters and some different little baking supplies there. Also got an O-ring snaffle bit. It says beginner bit with no leverage. My mom is the horse expert, but she's training us and helping us with our rescue pony that we're getting, and then more internet stuff. So yay, working online, homesteading, cooking lots of food, rescuing puppies. So I am just in this kitchen, man. Oh, also, let me tell you, there's gardening coming up, and there's me planting a whole lot of flower bulbs and a whole bunch of chickens trying to help me. So stay tuned for that in this video as well. So I'm just doing I like to set my timer, yep. I'm doing my spray everything down with my vinegar spray, wipe everything off. All of my kitchen appliances there, my slow cooker, my Instant Pot, my mixer, and just covering it all, yeah, in my chicken bowl. Covering it all, cleaning it all with the vinegar spray. We did a bunch of popcorn the night before, and I also used my food processor to make some oat flour for a live cooking I was doing with my special Large Family Table community member ladies. So just wiping all that down, putting that away. I tell you, this kitchen stuff just grows. I have a lot of those little pot holders that kids are doing as well for me because that is really, really popular. I think I'm checking text messages on my watch there for a minute, but Mama's got to keep up with it all. You see my whiteboard, I just moved out of the way. That is where I brain dump my day every morning on my whiteboard and just cross things out as I go. Talking to kids, wiping down yet another slow cooker. Oh yes, my cooking is so fabulous. Even the smoke alarm is cheering me on. I love that sign. And then I love my Bless This Mess sign. I was going to hang that up over my stove, over my cabinets there, but I also think it's appropriate down on my stovetop. Now spraying down my refrigerator. My vinegar spray does well with my stainless steel as well. Also spraying down my dishwasher. Again, common question, why did they put the dishwasher over there, J. Morrell? I don't know, but that's just where we have left it, and it has worked well. It's all we know now. I think we've been at this house 9 months now, so we are really feeling at home and feeling settled in, that's for sure.
Dead bananas.
Oh yeah, got to. I had 5 bananas I was saving. I just put the peels in the chicken and the duck bowl. I figure they can scratch those peels up if they want. The secret to freezing your bananas is to take them out of their peels. And then you will have bananas for smoothies or banana bread or whatever you need bananas for. And then I have just a hodgepodge of items there. You know, I do so many food videos and recipe development and a lot of super mega cooking going down, so I'll end up with like an extra can of pumpkin, an extra can of beans, and just miscellaneous things that I don't always run back to the pantry. So there they are in all their glory. Got some potatoes and spaghetti squash in that basket. Usually it's a lot of bananas. Okay, hey. This is our beverage center where we do tea every day and hot chocolate and coffee, and I save my coffee grinds for my compost, and you know, stuff spills, and we live here and all that. So the best way I know how to clean stuff is to just pull everything off, put stuff away that needs to be put other places, and again, spray everything down with my vinegar and water spray. Someone asked me the other day in one of my videos if that is the Pioneer Woman tea kettle, and it is. We got that last winter whenever we moved in here. But anyway, that is the Pioneer Woman tea kettle. We got that last winter when we moved in, and we use it just about every day. But there we go, putting it all back together, and it is better than before. Wipe it all down, clean it all up. Did have to give some children a warning that, you know, if the hot chocolate mess isn't cleaned up, it might have to disappear. And things have been going better. I think they heard that encouragement. So wiping down our shelves where I have a collection of a great many cooking things and filming things. And there we go, all fresh and ready for the tea and the hot chocolate and the coffee, folks. Now spraying down my microwave with vinegar inside and out. I spray some on the inside and then turn it on for a few seconds. Loosens everything up, yes. And even with the microwave this high, you know what? It's been working. We're used to it now. So that's just where the microwave is going to live during this time. Wiping down my oven, my little fan. I kept spraying my dishwasher and forgetting to wipe it down. So, yay. Finally remembered to do that. And yeah, we got a hodgepodge of dishes and cereal and snacks and noodles and vinegar and other cooking things on the counter, and then baskets on top of the refrigerator that have kind of lost their purpose. So I thought, we had a couple busy mornings and, you know, stuff takes over. So just gonna clear that area, give everything a good spray down, refill some containers. You can see the crud on the countertops, and these are, I mean, I guess 1963 original countertops. Now refilling my sugar. I'm also going to refill my flour. Refill some brown sugar. Lots of baking and holiday baking videos coming up. Cinnamon rolls and poke cake and cheesecakes and all kinds of good things. Some of these are low carb recipes. Some of these are just regular old recipes. Now I'm clearing everything off. Can see crud under where my big jars were, so just time to spray it all down. Organize my knives there too. There we go. Had one fall out the bottom. Get back there. And then spray it down. I tell you, the vinegar just works so well. My vinegar spray bottles, it's usually 1 part vinegar, 3 parts water. Wiping down all my containers and just getting it all fresh. Wiping down my knife block. Who am I? There we go. A little better. And the things that grew on my counter. So now I'm going to take my baskets down. Where is Travis while you're taking all this stuff down, J. Morrell? Well, he is outside working on building the pool. It was a big pool building evening for us. Oh, Mama found a Hershey bar. Yay! Big pool building evening. Oh yeah, and there's the top of the fridge. And on this night, we got the walls up. So that's a project, like once you start, you can't stop. There's some books Benjamin had at some point, and someone just put them on top of the fridge because he was, you know, being a toddler with a basket of books, and not the books he needed to do that with at that time. So what I'm trying to do here is make a snack basket and then a cereal basket. There you go. Now I'm thinking. Okay, so now we have a snack basket. We've got trail mix and prunes and craisins, graham crackers, other snacky things in there. Then we've got a miscellaneous cereal basket. And then in here I've got sugar and some vinegar. There you go. And now I'm gonna cook up dinner with some yummy and delicious HelloFresh. So the first thing I do is lay out all of my ingredients. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut. You can save up to 28% by using HelloFresh versus grocery store shopping. Feeding the whole family has never been easier with larger box sizes for more servings and more savings. Here's what we're making for dinner tonight. Sweet and smoky pork tenderloin. It smelled so good. And there's our directions. And now I'm going to wash all my potatoes. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code LFTable80 to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. That's HelloFresh.com and use my code LFTable80 to get $80 off. Click the first link in the description below. Now we're just chopping away. And I am slicing up these potatoes because we're going to boil them and do some delicious mashed potatoes. I almost said mashed potatoes, but yes, mass and mash. There's our potatoes in the water, getting ready to boil them. Now I'm getting the pork tenderloin ready to go in the oven. Gonna drizzle some oil, and there I am draining those potatoes. And then back into the pot because we're gonna mash them. So here's a look at how our plates turned out. I have the apple carrot slaw, the mashed potatoes, and this delicious smelling pork tenderloin. You can hear folks chopping in the background. Naomi just came in here and said, boy, it smells like Thanksgiving. And always my favorite part of any HelloFresh video, we get to watch Mama gobble up dinner fast, quick, and in a hurry. Yum. And now, oh look, the kitties have come to help. They like to investigate what am I doing to the porch I just made them. So they decided to scurry off when they saw that broom coming. But yes, yes kitties, the trees, the heavy trees here at our property help me decorate for fall on this porch. Thank you. And we are not doing the leaf blower. We have one of those. It has a very heavy like book bag. We're not doing the leaf blower or Travis's new toy. He is getting a leaf, what is it called? Like a vacuum. It vacuums up the leaves. It goes behind his riding lawnmower, vacuums them up and mulches them. Hey, there's some chickens. And then it could go in the compost. We're gonna wait for more of the trees to drop their leaves before we do that. There's Baby Goat, although she's a big goat now. Her name is still more Baby Goat or Princess Reese Cut, whatever we say at the time. Oh, and the front porch, yes, and those flower bulbs. We're gonna get planting in a minute. But it's the leaf takeover. So I'm just taking a turn, giving everything a good push. Push off the porch. And then Miss Amelia's chatting. She wants to help me with various things, and she's also bringing me pool reports. You know, doesn't every woman have an air compressor sitting on her front porch? And now we're going to get to planting. This is just hearts come out my eyes, hopes and dreams. I love covering any property we have in flower bulbs. We interrupt this flower bulb planting to play with Bubba the toad. I'm going to go hand him off to the kids for a little visit. So anytime Benjamin finds a smaller frog, his name is Buddy. And when he finds a bigger frog, his name is Bubba. And the storyline is that Buddy and Bubba are brothers. there we go, all the bees. And then I also heard something about maybe they have a little sister named Beta, but we have lots of toads around. And so when Benjamin finds one or someone finds one for him, those are their names. And then when he's done, and then by evening they have to go home to their mommy to have dinner. And then the next day he'll find them again. Okay, so Miss Amelia here, she was determined. She wanted to clean out the rabbit hutch. And she's explaining to me she wants to put hay in the rabbit tractor. So I'm giving her direction and I'm like, okay, girlfriend, you know, you're almost 8. If you can take the wheelbarrow and do the job, then hey, I'm not one who's going to stop you from cleaning out the rabbit hutch. Go to it. And look, we got one of our Miss Chicken girlfriends and a kitty. These are little stub-tail kitties, so that's where the tail went. It's just the breed. And they are inspecting my work. Every time I would drop flower bulbs in the ground, the different chickens would come up and they'd be like, wait a minute, maybe this is something for us. And we still have a few more sets of shutters to get on a few places in the house. We needed a bigger size. We got those, so that's on the upcoming project list. And this side of the house, the side I was just on, had not developed any gardens down that side yet. So I thought getting a bulb base would be great for the next year, for 2021, yay! And so now there are bulbs planted here, and I got those planted late in the year, so I'm just adding more to it, and we'll see what we get. We'll see what happens next year. Usually my bulbs I plant in the fall, the tulips and the daffodils, they do very well and come up the first spring. That happened at my farmhouse. I planted a ton one fall, and the next spring it was the variety of red and yellow tulips. Here I'm also planting purple tulips and my daffodils, and they were good to me. They came up. So I'm going through and I'm doing a variety of bulbs in each hole that I plant. I'm sure you can see the chickens in the background. If you watch closely, coming up real soon, you're going to see Miss Amelia walking by. Or she's running by there. She's going to be walking by with one of our giant rabbits, putting them in another cage while she cleans out and moves them around and does some rabbit jobs. And then way in the background you can see we've got a chicken coop, a duck coop, a large duck run, and a huge super mega, there she goes with the bunny, chicken run. Thank you so much again today, friends, for watching me do all the things, clean and organize and garden and give out rabbit jobs. Remember, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code LFTable80 to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box.